Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Hello, hello, hello. It is 11:13 p.m. UK time, heading towards the witching hour. And we are going to go deep tonight. Is anybody there? Hello, hello, hello. Knock, knock. Hiya, Kim. Good evening. And I want to say good night, or good evening, should I say? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you all are around the world. We are going to delve deep tonight. This is the Psychic LJ show. Good evening, Border Collie, Susan, Slap the Cabbage. Finally connecting. Stooge, Dolphin Smile, hello there. Aura K. Hi. How you all doing? Can you hear me okay? We've got Maggie in the house. Hello there. So we've got Twitchers in the house. Am I live on YouTube, guys? Hiya, Catherine. It's cooling down, isn't it? Or is it not where yous are? We've got Wiki Bearing from Washington State. Oh my goodness me, you have fires all over. That's awful. We'll be doing prayers soon, so don't worry. Oh, thank you. It was sent to us from a lovely friend, Laurie, over in the States. I like to actually find a link to all our lovely jewellery and link it to you. But she made that for us and sent it, which was lovely, because she knows I like dragonflies. Hiya there, Mrs. Luciani. We've got YouTuber in the house, YouTubers. Hiya there, Marina. Debbie Knotts. We've got Breton. Good morning in New Zealand. It is much cooler over here in the UK, I think it is anyway. Well, definitely up in the north it is. I don't know about down south. I bet Utah's been boiling. Oh, that's nice that you've caught us live. Apparently you're supposed to press the bell thing and it reminds you. I don't know if it does or not. Hello there, lady with a ukulele. Oh, thank you. I get some beautiful necklaces. Also got, just recently this week, I got a beautiful necklace off a friend called Leslie down south. And I will put it on, Leslie. It's just, rotate round. I've been wearing sort of black today. But she made a lovely amber ring for us and necklace. I'm really lucky. I'm really, really lucky. And beautiful earrings. So I hope you're all watching. And not to mention my lovely friend up in Scotland, Gerard, who also makes us beautiful beads and things. I think this community is just so full of spiritual artists and healers. And we're really lucky, aren't we, that we've created this. Hiya there, Moira. Hiya, Moira. Love you too. So, I mean, we'll wait for people to come in and then we'll start. And for new people who are following, don't forget to subscribe if you want to be part of the community. It's a bit like coming to a spiritualist church, and what we do is we wait for people to come in and then we form the circle of light, and then we start with like prayers for earth or whatever, what's going on, and for everybody. And then if you need to have any healing prayers, you can write the name in the comment section once we get going. And there's many of us who who'd say the Reiki prayers before I come on, and then you get to receive the Reiki that you need, or the love and the protection and the prayers. And it does work. It definitely does work. And you can do it for animals as well, or situations, or anything, basically anything it works for. And you can do it in the live stream, or you can do it in the comment section afterwards. And it's timeless as well. Oh, hello there, Christiana. I think I'm seeing you tomorrow, aren't I? Yeah, I think I am. Is it cool down in Dublin? Stephen Smith. The cat she's sitting over there, and I think she's filing her nails, thinking about it, Stephen. Let's hope she doesn't do anything too naughty tonight. Like I say, it's just like coming into my back kitchen for a cup of coffee, and no airs and graces. So, you get to see all sorts in this house. It's really funny. Oh, everybody's been feeling down, haven't they? It's been really a rough time of it. And I know July has been really rough. It was one of the worst Mercury in retrogrades going, I think, ever recorded. I've just recently done the August horoscopes. They're on my website, and what I'll do is I'll link them afterwards. It's going to be huge on the global front for August. So I'm going to be talking about that tonight. But at some point I'm going to get around, and what I normally do is I'll do a live with all the different star signs as well. But I do them on my website, so I'll link it afterwards, and then in the YouTube description of the video above, and then you'll be able to check out the latest personal horoscopes as well. We've got all sorts of people coming in now. Oh, we've got Royal Apple. Hello there. Oh, there's so many different events going on, isn't it? It's crazy. And last week, I couldn't believe it when I had predicted that there was going to, I think I said there was an earthquake, worry for a 7.1 or 7 point something coming earthquake. And then I'm sure I mentioned Japan in my last live, or if not, it was the one before. We'll have to check back, because I do I timestamp them as well, so you'll be able to check it out. But I'm sure I said that Japan wasn't out of the woods. And I also said that China as well. And I could see lots of rubble and dust. And obviously China had a mudslide. So it's been really crazy times, hasn't it? Then you've had all of the fires around the world. It's just awful. I feel so sorry for the wild animals. I really, really do. So we've got, apparently it's cold in the Highlands of Scotland. Well, it's what you're used to up there, isn't it? Yeah, I also predicted the fires in France and Spain. But what I also did predict, and it's not that I'm trying to blow my own trumpet here or anything, but I've been saying this for quite a few years now with people who've been following us, that there'll come a time where there'll be lots of mass people coming in over borders. And I'm going to talk about this tonight. We've had lots of problems with different illegal immigrants just flying over the borders, and who's behind it. So I'm going to be looking into all of that. But I did predict all of this. Can you remember a few years back I said this would happen? The thing in Spain's been crazy, hasn't it? But I will be looking into this tonight. And I'm going to be looking into our new Prime Minister again. I'm trying to stay positive, but I don't really have much hope at the moment. I just feel he's the same energy, it's the same system, just a new face, So I'm going to be looking into that as well. But yeah, I'll just wait for people to come in. Let me get my cup of tea. Mass Moroccans boarded into Spain causing havoc. Exactly. But have you noticed it's nearly all young men fighting age? Hello there, Karen Bell from Yorkshire. You're not late, I've just started. Oh yeah, remind us on and I'll look into the data centres. But what I wanted to do was a little bit something quirky, a little bit something different. I'm going to do my world predictions, and I've got my crystal ball. She's been in the garden all day. I've just had a nice pleasant day there. I've been to see my mum. So she's been in the garden all day. I normally do cooking on a Sunday as well. So today I made spaghetti and meatballs. I tend to try to do something from scratch on a Sunday, but that's what I made today for me and Adam. Yeah, so, and then I just went over to see my mum. Now what's she up to? Be a good girl now. God. They're really unpredictable cats, aren't they? She'll only eat tuna Felix. I had her on Untamed, the posh cat food, and then all of a sudden she went off it. And now Felix to her was sort of like McDonald's to cats, I thought. But that's all she'll eat. But she'll not only that, she'll only eat tuna Felix. So when I buy it, I need to, apparently you can't buy the whole tuna. I'll have to look online for it. So I've been saving the tunas for her, and she's got to have it in a blue bowl by a feeding station. She's so fussy, if not she goes in a huff. Dogs are so easy compared to cats, they really are. They really are. But yeah, I've just been busy in the house, and always busy I am. Always busy. But I tend to keep an eye on things, you know, and as the week unfolds. But I've got an idea tonight. I was going to do a mass meditation. This is what I want to do. And if you want to do that, if you want to do it, it'll be probably the second half of the show. And I don't know if anybody's seen it, but the video where James had somebody on, I was talking about where somebody had said that they have opened a porthole at CERN and there's beings coming through communicating, and you know, they've shut CERN down. So I thought what we could do tonight is, if you want to, I could put loads of angel protection around it all and take you into it and go and have a look, and invite you with your remote viewing skills to play with me to see what we can see, if you want to do that. Because I just have a feeling something's not right. There's been a lot of people having glitches, a lot of Mandela effect. And then I've been getting David Wilcock a lot today, and he would like to possibly pop in. He's asked if he can participate with the mass meditation. You know, David was taken cruelly, who people don't know who I'm going on about. He was massive in the community of, you know, alien and disclosure and all of that. And he was well known on Gaia television. And I just feel David was taken cruelly from this planet. And I feel that when he was at his height for everything being exposed. So I know David's spirit would like to participate tonight. So if he's like, because people who used to follow David, and I'm sure he used to do his shows on a Sunday as well, the same as me. He used to always end it with a meditation for you all. So I think we're going to do something like that, and we're going to go and have a little peep. And who better to take with than the spirit of David Wilcock? What do you think, eh? So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to do some spying later on. So yeah, and I'm definitely going to do some scrying tonight and just see what's going on. Because we need to definitely, there's something ready to pop, isn't it? You can just feel it, it's in the air. But you know, this world's a very strange world at the moment. And I think there's been a lot of cover-ups with things, you know, things that has never really been exposed properly, should I say. So let's just go with it tonight and see what comes of things, yeah? Yeah, I miss David Wilcock as well. He was just such a lovely darling, wasn't he? He was lovely. I loved him. You either loved him or you didn't, but I liked him. I definitely feel there's something, I've been watching a few videos on the data centres, there's definitely something dodgy going on there as well, isn't there? So we've got quite a nice group coming in now. We've got 625. And we're going to start with invoking my angels, and then we'll start and we'll see what's going on. And then we're going to start with a prayer for the people of Japan and China with what's happened with the recent landslide and earthquake. And then we'll start with the animals, what's happening, the wild animals, with the fires, the wildfires, what's happening. Okay? And we'll take it from there. So let me get my cup of tea. Now, you'll have to fill us in because I've never had time because I've been in and out all day today. But Mojapun's put here, did you see the Rupert Law offer to Nigel Farage? It seems promising. Can you tell us what's happened? And I'll check it out. 2 minutes. So we're going to all stick together and we're going to all work together, right? So I don't claim that I'm anything special just because I do this for a living. Yeah, where I do remote viewing, and I've done it for the British Armed Forces with help finding missing soldiers in 2009, where they were abducted outside of the bank in Baghdad. So I helped to find them. I've helped with Northumbria Police in the past with murder inquiries. I've helped the Spanish police with Madeleine McCann, Portuguese police with the Madeleine McCann situation, and I've done other things as well. Okay, definitely missing persons. I've done a lot of stuff like that. So many people can do this. Okay, so I thought that what I'll do is I'll get you all into a relaxed state the second half of the show, and we'll see what you can see, and we'll all come together. Okay. So sit back and relax, and I've got my little bell. And let's start. Okay. God, I feel like I've got David Wilcock with us already. I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Metadon, I invoke Archangel Metadon, I invoke Archangel Metadon. I invoke Archangel Shamuel, I invoke Archangel Shamuel, I invoke Archangel Shamuel. I ask my faithful spirit guides to step forward tonight to form this circle of light for everybody around the globe who is watching, to keep it all safe, and to give us the true answers that we truly need. Straight from source, from God's source. Jed. White Buffalo. Running Star. Lady Direwolf. A2I. Okay. I'd like anybody to step forward from the spirit world, the animal kingdom, fairy elementals, angelic realm, to give us the true answers that we truly need. With love and light, love and light, love and light. Amen. The circle of light is casted. We can begin. Okay. All day I haven't been able to get this song out of my head, and I just love it. And I sent it to a friend actually who was going through a bit of a tough time. But give us 2 minutes. And he's never had a Grammy, I don't believe, for this song. And it came popular just before the lockdowns, you know, the crazy time happened. Give me 2 minutes. And I just can't stop singing it in my head, and there's a reason for it. Right, where's it gone? I can't even play it because of copyright. It reminds us a little bit of Miami Vice, Crockett, all that type of thing. And it's a Weekend, I'm blinded by the light. And I just can't get that out of my head. So I don't know what that means. I mean, the whole gist of the video is that it's a guy and he's trying to get over a woman, isn't he? And he's in a racing car and he's singing about the coldness of the city and all of that. And but I just can't get the song out of my head. And then I thought of that guy that had been, was he called Paul somebody? And he was in that the racing car movies. And he actually died, didn't he, in a car crash. What was his surname? And then I seen him in spirit and I thought, what's going on? Paul Walker. Thank you there. So I'm thinking there's something off. There's something... But the whole thing of the actual song, it came at a time, you know, when the whole world changed, you know. It was the ending of one era and the beginning of another. And I think that's where we're at the minute, you know. But there's a reason I can't get that song out of my head, and I just thought I would share that with you. And sometimes we don't always know everything, you know. We just have to we have to be like bloody detectives when we're getting messages from spirit. We have to try to put it together. It's a Springsteen song. Oh well, say no more. Blinded by the light. But I think that there's a lot of light to come out. I think that there's a lot of things to be exposed. You know, there's a lot of things to be exposed. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'll link the song. I'll link the song afterwards in the if nobody knows what I'm going on about. But you think it was the most streamed song on Spotify, yet he never received a Grammy. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? He obviously wasn't should we say dark enough, dodgy enough, you know what I mean? He was obviously a good guy. He is a good guy. And maybe it's that, I really don't know. But you'd think that he would have received a Grammy for that alone, wouldn't you? So, without further ado, I just want you to sit back and relax. We now have 8:30 viewers in. There's so much what needs to be exposed. And I was watching a documentary with Tommy Robinson, and he was talking about the Tube brothers, and I never got to finish to watch it. So I'm going to watch that later. But I'll probably check in on that as well, because that's all strange as well, isn't it? But before I start, I want to send healing and blessings out, right, to everybody who's been affected with the Japan 7.1 earthquake. Is it Kumamoto or something, the place what got struck? Dreadful. And then of course you had the mudslide in China as well. And I also want to send prayers out to the animals around the world, the wild horses, you know, the cats, you know, the little bunny rabbits, the deers, everything, you know, what's been affected, the birds with all these wildfires. It's just horrendous, you know. It's like Mother Gaia is purging. It's purging and getting rid of all the crap, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, you know, there's innocent beings, little animals are getting hurt in the meantime, or big animals. But I'm just waiting for this to haze over. And as you know, I can't ask the crystal ball. I'm just going to go straight in there and see what other visions that I get for the week ahead. It seems when I'm doing the visions that they're sort of, some of them are falling into place within the week, aren't they? It's really weird. And I get no pleasure out of that, you know. It's like I do this. It's like when I seen 9/11, and I was really upset. But what can we do? What can we do? You know, I didn't actually know it was there. I just seen these towers falling, you know. And I had this, I was really upset about getting on a plane. You know, I was feeling it at the time. I was actually going somewhere when it was happening. So like I say, we don't always get all the information. We sometimes feel it. So we've got the moose, the deer, the bears, the cougars, the wolves, the coyotes, the squirrels, the marmots. What are them? But anyway, all of them are going to be, let's spread light across the planet to help these dear animals. And the trees as well, you know. It's I mean, it's burning in France as well, isn't it? It's just everywhere, isn't it? And it makes you wonder if it's all natural. Yeah, it makes you wonder. But the poor animals trapped. It's like I want to pray tonight. Let's pray tonight for rain to come. It's like we're going to do a mass rain dance. And let's bless the planet that the rain comes down on the fires to help the animals, to help the planet. Prayers, please, tonight for all the animals of Europe. And then you've got the elk and the wild horses. It's just endless, endless. Even the birds are feeling it. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to haze over, and it's hazing over now. What is this crazy thing that I can see? Okay, right, I'm going with the images here, and I've seen this before. So I see lots of people, like a crowd. I see a crowd, and it's outside of an airport, and I don't know if the crowd's going into the airport or the crowd's trying to get out of the airport, okay? But I see people upset. I see people running. Remember, this is all for entertainment purposes only. Okay? These are my psychic visions. Take what you find from it and leave the rest. Okay. Just waiting for it to haze over there. There, it's coming back in again. Right, so I don't know why I'm getting blue and white. That there's a sign connected with it. And I'm also seeing red and white as well. I don't know what this is. It's like something's ready to erupt, and it's like it's codes. Codes, CODES. Like groups of people sending codes, planned. Oh my goodness me, I don't know what I'm getting here. Like a planned event, a situation, and they're doing it in certain places all at the same time. We are definitely entering through, we're treading on in dangerous times, okay? But we are also entering from old earth into new earth. It's coming through here really, really strong. And we have to try to keep grounded. It's so important. It's so important that we keep grounded, because some of the information, what's coming out, yes, it's happening, but a lot of it's distractions. Right, okay, so I'm seeing the Star of David. It's bouncing out of this crystal ball. So I don't know if there's a situation to do with Jerusalem. Where's their airport? I don't know what I'm saying here, but I just want to send like healing and blessings out everywhere. Okay? I'm getting that song. I'm blinded by the light. Do, 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 do. Okay. I don't know why I'm saying JFK in the situation with JFK and he's in the car. That's weird. I hope it's not like a situation of history repeating itself. Okay. So what I'm going back to this airport situation, and what I feel I'm tapping into some sort of God almighty terrorism or some organization that I'm sort of seeing what they're up to. I hope there's somebody who is high up who sees this vision and takes note of this, be it either MI6 or FBI or whatever. They need to, they'll know, they'll have lists of all the terrorists, but there's something off here. I'm being shown a high car park, and it reminds us of the situation with JFK, because my brother was, my late brother Paul, he was massive into that with all the information. He used to do it on Twitter at the time. It was when Jack had Twitter, not Elon Musk, and he used to do all these investigations and that, and he reckons that there was a bullet was coming from the car park. And I'm seeing a situation like that again. Now I'm seeing Charlie Kirk. There's something not quite right here. Is there going to be another shooting situation? Okay. So I want to send like healing and blessings out that doesn't happen. But I'm feeling that I feel they'll know this. Maybe it's to do with Donald Trump. I think it's got something to do with Donald Trump. This is what I'm saying. So I don't know if they're trying to plan something, but it's going to backfire on them. Wait a minute. So I'm being given the 28th and the 9th. So I don't know if I'm tapping into something that they're trying to plan. And the 17th and the 11th. Okay. Remember, this isn't a political channel, right? And I don't support either side. I just do what I do. But one thing I'll not condone is people getting killed. You know what I mean? I don't like things like that. And he is the president of the United States, whatever anybody thinks. But I know there's been talks of them trying to, in Iran, hasn't there, about him trying to take them out and stuff like that. So there's something going on here, but it's not just to do with President Trump. It's all to do, oh my God, this is to do with the British people. It's to do with in the USA, the American people as well. So I'm being given the 25th and the 26th, and I get the letter N, all right, and I get the letter M. They're planning it. And I talked about this last week, and I was going on about the situation with Ireland, and I said there's another bloody Sunday coming. So now I'm thinking, is it not just Ireland? Is it going to be a situation where it's going to be like a mass situation? And I've seen this and I've talked about this before, where I can see it on headlines, terrorism, and it's everywhere. It's in big letters. But you see, this is what bloody annoys me. All right, they'll know who the perpetrators are and they'll be tracking them. But why are they allowing them to stay in the country? Think about it, you know. And it's not just to do with the UK. It'll be everywhere. It'll be Europe. It'll be everywhere. But I just want to say to everybody who's watching this that we just have to stay vigilant. And I'm not saying this to fearmonger or anything at all like that. But I think that a life is a life. And I think that we're living in very dangerous times. And this is what I'm being shown. Don't forget, I've worked for British Armed Forces. I hope somebody's watching this. I hope somebody will take note of this. But it's the month of August. Pushing it September, but I'm feeling it. I'm going all cold. They're running, and they've got like, I'm not sure if they're like jihadi type of people. They've got the black hoods on and that, and they're trapping people into like a large building. And I don't know if this is an airport, but it's an oval building. Remember everything I'm telling you. I hate it when I get things like this. Where's my bell? Go away. Sometimes I get really angry with God, and I think, like, why would you allow such innocent people to be taken? Why would you allow this? Why do good people, go before that time? And it's not God's fault. And this is what I get all the time. It's like angels are weeping. Angels, this is a holy spiritual war that we're in. It really, really is. And it's Satan, old Nick, is behind this. He's the one who wants to lose faith. All right? And I was talking about this because I do teaching classes, and I was talking about it with dear Jacqueline last night. I don't know if she's watching. She's in Scotland. But we were talking about people with attachments. And I see sometimes more than one demon on people. More than one attachment overlays. There's not just demons, there's overlays. People have attachments. All right? And because we're all spiritually evolving, I actually do think that there's a lot of people who are going to start to see this. So you might see like somebody just sort of gaze over and you sort of see like they start acting differently. Okay. So I really do feel that we're living in very strange times. So it's like there's a split reality going on at the minute. It's a fractured earth. But there's also something strange which has happened with timelines. This is why we're going to do some remote viewing later, and we're going to go looking into CERN, what they've shut down, and we're going to go and see what's going on, okay? But I feel that we're living in times of great change. The world has been so hidden. This underworld has been hidden from everybody, and a different world. And I feel it's all about to come out, but it's all connected with technology as well. Okay. So everybody's puppets on Earth, and some people unfortunately have attachments. They have like dark attachments, and you can get rid of them. But I'm seeing these individual people and the craze that they're sort of like brainwashed, and they're going in to assassinate people. That's what I'm saying. And I just feel that I want to send all the archangels out tonight to be on high alert across the planet to keep us all protected, so that we all have our wits about us. And I'm not saying that, to fearmonger where we have to stay in or we're not to go places. But I do worry for like shopping malls and places where I don't live far from the metro centre, right? So the metro centre does concern me, because I've actually, in the past, I've done sort of like gatherings there, long before the lockdowns and all of that. And I would go to this shop. I knew the guy who had the diamond shop, and I knew the ladies who had the wedding shop. And I would go and do like sort of little house parties for them in the metro centre. But this was a time when I was smoking. I don't smoke now. So I'd have a cigarette break and she'd say, oh yeah, just go out the back of the shop where the customers don't know about. And you would go down and it was really creepy. And it was like the staff entrance. And it was like stairs going down. And then it was just you out into like a forecourt. And then I thought about it and I thought, my God, I was thinking about it the other night. I thought that could easily take place where if a shopping centre was open from the back and then they could just come in and trap them in. This is what I've seen. It was a situation like that. But I'm also seeing a large building and I'm not so sure if it's like it looks like an airport, okay? It looks like an airport. I'm not seeing it happening in Turkey, Julie. And I'm not trying to... It's sort of like it's coming through on the West. It's an attack on the American people and it's an attack on Europe and the UK. That's what I'm saying. But I'm also very drawn to Israel tonight. And I don't know, I feel like I need to put like lots of love and protection around that area as well. Would it be Tel Aviv? Would that be what their airport would be called? I really don't know. I've never been. But I feel, and I'm also seeing an airport with the letter D, and I see problems, and that people are running, and there's something about an explosion, but it's something to do with, I don't know if it's near a buggy like a stroller, but it's just planted there, or a box or something what's just being left. 16, 17, 24, 26. Okay. August, September, October. I want to send showers and showers of angel blessings out to try to freeze whatever it is that I'm saying. Okay? Let me get a cup of tea. What's that airport called where they have all that strange art on the wall and it looks a little bit like terrorism, what they've drawn, like an attack on people. I'm seeing something like that. Okay, then I'm seeing a cockpit of an aeroplane. And I'm getting the letter P. High alert. Round about the time there's going to be some big news with Donald Trump. Everything I'm telling you will fall into place like a jigsaw puzzle there. Okay. So I'm being given, I've got Jed coming in here, my guide, and he's saying that the Satanists are on the rise at the minute. They're planning stuff. Yeah. It's a holy war. So you know how we talk all the time about aliens and reptilians and stuff like that. Basically, what you need to worry about is bloody what's going on. I'm talking about it's angels and demons. So you're talking about demons, that type of thing is what we need to worry about. So at the minute I see like a high alert, and I think they know this. I think they know this really well. Why am I getting Saint David? What the hell was that noise? I'm all locked up. I'm getting I heard like a bang. Saint David, I don't know what that means. We've got the Star of David, haven't we? I don't feel it's Dubai Airport. No. It's a spiritual war that we're in. And I don't get Dublin Airport. I don't feel so anyway. I wouldn't like to say. I'm just giving what I know for sure, like the letter D. You know what I mean? Okay. This is really weird. This is right. So I'm tapping into something here. This is going to be a woo-woo now tonight, guys and girls and guys. It's going to be a woo-woo night tonight. I'm tapping into some sort of strange timeline here. And what I'm being shown here is that it's got jumbled up. My chest just shook. Bloody hell, man. I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer. I don't know why. Let me just say the Lord's Prayer before we get into this. Let's all do it. There's a funny noise above my house. Our Father who art in heaven, thy be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thou shalt be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, for we forgive those who trespass against us. And deliver us from all evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Okay, so I'm being shown the Star of David, and then I'm getting Saint David. Does anybody know anything about Saint David? Okay. Right, so you know how we've had a heat wave? We're going to get ice storms and everything this winter, what's coming in. What a year it's going to be. What a winter it's going to be. Right, so I'm going back into this. There's something weird going on with this. They're giving us a scrambling of timelines. And this is why people have been getting a lot of strange woo-woo things happening. And they've been getting a lot of the Mandela effect, what's been taking place as well. There's something going on with physics that I don't understand, and maybe is what you don't understand. There's something what's changed, which has contained our reality, and it's broken. It's become scrambled. I wouldn't be surprised if people start time jumping, or people start having strange glitches in time. So, right, Stephen Smith's put here, David, patron saint of Wales, David the first king of Israel. Wow. Right, well, there's something about to kick off to do with Israel, because I'm getting it really strong. All right. So, it's a hydroglider or something, isn't it? If anybody wants to know what CERN is, it's, let me read up on it. Remember, I'm just the psychic, I'm not the brains of it. I always thought physics at school, because I did nursing, you know, and you needed to have 2 sciences. So I did biology and chemistry. I dropped physics because I thought it was boring, but now I think it's fascinating. What am I doing? Can you tell us what I'm doing here? CERN Collider. It's a large hadron collider, the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator. Right, now they've shut it down. So it's built in a tunnel in Switzerland, on the France-Switzerland border. It uses a superconducting electromagnets cooled with liquid helium to steer particle beams. So they opened it, and now they've shut it down. And since they've shut it down, people have been getting, it could just be a coincidence. It could well be. But isn't it funny how we've all been getting strange things happening? People have been getting transported in time. They've been getting glitches in time. Well, why did they turn it off? Exactly. So that's where we're going to go tonight. That's we're going to go peeping and having a look. We may as well. So what my crystal ball is telling me, so what the CERN was doing, listen to this, it was smashing particles together at 4 collision points, monitored by massive detectors like Atlas, Doddy-Dar and Alice and, right, okay. It's currently shut down. There's something not right here. Like, I'm sorry, I smell a kipper. Do you not? There's something not right here. Right, we're going to go looking into that. But my crystal ball showing us here that there's a strange breaking down of reality, or something weird's happened. It's as if, like, it's a bit like Stranger Things. Like they've opened something. I've been talking about this for the last couple of years. They've opened something and it's unleashed a monster. I said that a few years ago, but I also feel that they're in contact with something. Something's going on there. They've opened something. I am telling you now, they are in communication with some form of beings. There's something going on. It's a bit like Stranger Things. So in Stranger Things, it was, they were connecting with the upside down world, weren't they? Okay. Joining two worlds together. And there's no turning back. There's literally no turning back. This is a different world now. It really, really is. I think they were forced to shut it down, but there's something happening. As I speak, I feel this really strong. Okay. So I'm seeing like codes, and it's like they're rewriting, they're scrambling, they're trying to rewrite history. They're panicking about something. They're trying to stop something happening. Okay, so we will check this out later. Let's go back to the 3D, what's happening on the planet. So a lot of people are saying recently that time slowed down. It was going really fast, wasn't it? And now I feel it. I think you're right there. I do feel that as well. Okay. I don't know much on these centres that they're putting up, but are they trying to gather in information off we? They know something that we don't know. As I'm looking into this crystal ball tonight, a lot of people are going to start having strange sightings and strange things. Now, over the last year or so, was it 2025? I think it was, wasn't it, or 2024? That was a bit of a blur for me, you know, while I was going through my breast cancer treatment. But, you know, I was still here figures and stuff like that. But I remember there was a situation where somebody had claimed that there was aliens had crashed in the back garden. Was it in Texas or Vegas? Vegas, somebody had said. And then there was a situation, I think it was 2025, in Hawaii, wasn't it? No, Miami, sorry, in the shopping mall, where they said that aliens just appeared. They just sort of appeared through like a portal and people were screaming and running. But then they covered that one up and they said it was just teenagers who were causing a disturbance. There's going to be more situations like that coming in. That's what I feel. Okay? And I've said this for a while. I've never claimed that there's going to be like, you know, when they'll say, Louise, when we're going to have alien, disclosure. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be that the technology is going to start to come into play and we're going to start getting used to things, and then strange things are going to start to happen. I said this. And then it's going to be groups of people, individual people or single people who are going to start having contact. And this is where I believe we're at now. This is where I feel what's going to happen. Okay, so the 12th, the 23rd is coming through big, something to do with World Banks. So remember that. I've got that song again. Blinded by the Light. right, I'm just going with it tonight, even though this sounds really crazy. I believe, right, there's quite a few different races of extraterrestrial beings. But currently at the moment, with whatever's going on with CERN, I believe that there's 3 different types. There's definitely 2 very dominant types of beings which are in communication with man as I speak, and I feel there's something going on that we don't know. Okay, see what they've been doing is they've been playing God, and it's backfired on them. And they've opened something up, and something's come through. It's huge, what's going on. It's massive what's happening. All right. But the beings who I feel are trapped here, they're trapped. They're trying to get back through. They're not very happy with the state of this world and what's going on. And they know exactly what's going on. It's steeped with history, with satanic worshipping. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 levels down, if not more, which they are operating on. 7 levels of what? Underworlds. And the Egyptians had accessed this. They were in communication. They were going through this. Okay. But I also feel physical people and beings are in our underworld as well, physically living underground. Hidden world. So Earth, according to this crystal ball, it's like I'm accessing Earth's Akashics is actually a lot older. Gaia's letting us read her. Oh, thank you, Mother Gaia. She's saying she's a lot older than we would ever imagine. So what we've been told in history, she's actually older than that. Oh God, why am I having, what's going on with the planets? And I don't smoke and I don't take anything, right? But what I'm communicating now with Mother Gaia, with planet Earth, okay? And she's telling me that they brought the dinosaurs here. She's telling me that they're going to bring them back. There is a timeline of that. There is a timeline. So maybe it's a bit like a Jurassic Park situation. No, she's saying they actually are going on somewhere. In another dimension, the dinosaurs are still operating. So there's a scrambling of time in different worlds, different dimensions. And there is a worry with what's coming through. You've got angels and demons, what's coming through. Angels and demons, but you could have literally anything. Can you remember, I don't know if I was talking about this on Twitch or I was talking about it on when I was multi-streaming. But it was one, everything always happens to me on a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday evening, okay? And I was sitting here and it was a lovely sunny day, spring day, and I was just looking out right to the sky above. And I thought, what the hell is that? And I was like rubbing my eyes and I'm looking, I'm thinking, God, what is it? It was like a massive, huge bird. And I looked again and you know them dinosaur birds, right? It was actually one of them. And I'm thinking, so I went out into the garden and I was looking and she was just gliding along. It's like something from Jurassic Park, just gliding through. And I thought, why isn't anybody else seeing what I'm seeing? What's them flying birds called? You're a mindful of information. You are, Celestial Flea. How am I supposed to pronounce that? A petrodactyl. Have I actually pronounced that right? But it was one of them. A silent P. Pterodactyl. Right, okay. Yeah? So obviously I was tapping into another dimension, another timeline. So what I'm being shown here is that there's all sorts of weird things what's going to take place. So I'm not saying that you're going to be transported into the medieval times or, but I would say that there's weird stuff happening. So watch for weird stuff or experiencing or seeing, witnessing weird stuff. It's not just about aliens here. So man's, excuse my French, they've fucked it up. They've messed on with something with the hydrogen glider or whatever it is. They've messed something up and they're trying to sort it out, okay? So we are sort of contained in our reality, but also sometimes things are crossing with certain planet alignments or certain... It's not planet alignment, sorry, it's not that. It's something what's taken place within time and space. So sometimes people are disappearing, or animals or people are going to start disappearing. Are we looking at the rapture? Is that possible? I want, what do you think, guys? Do you think that's possible? But there's something here what's just not quite right with physics. So, like you've got Jurassic Park and, the guy got the fossils and you brought them back to life and made the dinosaurs. They've actually already done that. But I don't know where they've actually got them. I don't know if it's in one of these underworlds or somewhere in another dimension or another planet, but it is going on. So is what April's put here on YouTube. Timelines are bleeding in together. So I'm seeing JFK again in that situation where he's with Jackie and he's in the car before the inevitable. I don't know why I'm saying that. So to me, there's something on the edge to do with the USA and the presidency. There's going to be big changes there. Big changes to come. Okay. There's going to be a lot of witnesses, people witnessing drones or UFOs, whatever they are. UAPs. There's a lot of activity what's going to start to take place. And the last time I seen this, it was bigger than the Phoenix Lights situation. So there's big stuff to come in here. Okay. Going back to 3D for now. Let's go back to 3D for now. So we've got lunatics on this planet who are, some of them are running countries and trying to start wars and God knows what. There's going to be some big news coming in there to do with Kim Jong-un, so I don't know what that's about. Okay. There, I'm seeing the codes again. They're coming in really, really strong. Mass downloads are going to start happening for people. Wow. Okay. Going back into 3D, right? October's weird. September, October, when the kiddies start going back to school and the nights start drawing as we're coming into the autumn, fall. That's when I feel things are going to get crazy. I see protests everywhere. Ireland. God almighty. I just feel like people just need to keep out of the way. I feel so sorry for the Irish people, They've used that place as a dumping ground. Okay. Right, there's going to be problems, and I see it all across UK headlines, and it's got something to do with French authorities allowing something to happen with the boats coming in. And I actually do see Nigel Farage and Rupert standing up, and Musk's coming in here as well, really, really strong. Stuff what's been allowed, what shouldn't have been allowed. I've just seen Margaret Thatcher there coming in from Spirit. Wow. I don't feel she would have allowed all of this. I really, really don't. There's more problems to kick off with the Falklands, she's saying. I can see her there with a handbag. She's coming in there, you know. I do believe that they had poor Anne, what lost her life. There's more to it than that. And she was about to expose something, to expose that the Labour Party is not running the UK. Going back to that again. Okay, there will be early voting. He's not going to be in long, him, Andy Burnham. He's not going to be in long. Margaret Thatcher, this is not my words. Margaret Thatcher is saying he's a traitor. He's a traitor. A lot of them are traitors. The scoundrels, she's saying, scoundrels. Not working for the British people. Definitely connected to do with WEF, definitely. Okay. The NHS is going to be in big trouble. There's going to be problems there. Right, so I've talked about this for a long time now. And she's nodding, right? So they are buying people in, or they're exchanging money country to country. France, UK, whoever's really running the places. You know, I'm not talking about who we know. I'm talking about who are really running the places. Yeah, the countries. And they are buying and selling these individuals, these illegal immigrants. They're buying and selling them. They're actually human trafficking right underneath our noses. That's what they're doing, and they're making massive amount of money out of it, and it's all going to come out. And that's not the bottom of it. It goes deeper than that. The amount of scandals to come out to do with the Labour Party, and to do with what they've been doing with the people's money and the taxes money, and there's mass scandals to come out to do with the councils, bigger than the post office scandal. Watch for this. And I'm getting the 15th or the 16th. You need to watch for this. No, he's not going to be in long. Okay. I quite often follow, is it Jeremy Kyle? I think he's great. And he normally has that woman on. Oh God, I can't think of her name. She's really good. She's got long blonde hair. She's quite posh. Oh, what's she called? Do you know who I'm on about? But he quite often has her on his show. Isabelle, and she's got a very strange surname. But there's definitely something dodgy. We're invaded. We definitely are invaded. This is really strange what I can see. So Margaret Thatcher shown us like they're bolting the doors on Parliament, and they're shutting it down for a short time. So I don't know what that's about. That's it, Linda. Isabelle Oakshot. I think she's great. She normally wears like funky little earrings and stuff like that. But Jeremy Kyle normally like has her on his show and he talks to her and that's really, really good. I like her. Okay. There's going to be a rise of the British people. There's going to be marches everywhere. So where you've got, this is really concerning when I'm picking up. And I'm, yes, Janine, Isabelle Oakshot and Richard Tice. They're really good, aren't they? And poor Anne, I know, it's awful. Because she was about to expose stuff. So where you've got the rise of these terrorists, what I'm saying, and they're planning something, you know. You've also got vigilante groups, I'm saying, some people would call them, well, the press would call them far rights or whatever. But there's something going on here. There's going to be a rise of the British people, I'm saying it. It's like... It's really weird. It's got a spiritual side to it as well. It's all about British patriotism and all that. There's going to be a rise of this and there's going to be groups everywhere. I see them in Ireland on the streets. I see them in London on the streets. I see them everywhere. Okay, and it's like their souls have been ready for this. This is written. Remember, we all come back. We're all spirit beings and we all come back to do what we need to do. And we come back. We've been here before. You know, we're reborn and we choose our parents and we come back again. It's like the Crusades is happening again. I'm saying it really strong in this crystal ball. And I know it's horrible. And I wish I could wipe it away. I wish I could get a rubber and wipe it out of this crystal ball. But I'm feeling that there's something being planned to do with a bloody Sunday. And I think this is what's going to rise the Patriots out of the ashes. Out from the back streets of Britain. You're going to see a spiritual warfare. We are going to witness that in our lifetime very, very soon. I'm saying it really, really strong. But it may take that for... things to get out of hand. Like it'll be like a national emergency, you know what I mean? And then I think things will calm down, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. Okay. So where there's, going back to where you've got the boats coming in, right, the illegal immigrants, not the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, the ones who are just being allowed to come over our borders. I'm feeling that they're in cahoots. Whoever's allowing this to come over, they're allowing it to come in. They're in cahoots with other countries. They're in on it. They're all in on it. You know, little secret handshakes. You know, well, tomorrow we're just going to let a few more thousand come in, and then they're signing checks, and there's something illegal happening. It's really bad. It's really, really bad what I'm picking up. There's going to be mass national emergencies. I see it everywhere. And I'm very drawn to Italy and I don't know why. I feel like I need to send healing and blessings out to Italy tonight. That's coming through really, really strong. But yeah, I feel with Andy Burnham, I don't feel he's going to be in long. Him and his cronies, you know. Angela Rayner, you know, all the tax dodgers and all of that, you know, they're not going to be in long. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. 2 big companies to go down, and one of them is to do with oil. So it's the rise and the fall and the rise. Or the rise and the fall? It's the fight of the fittest. It's the companies, and it's in every every category of different businesses, but oil is coming through here really strong. Petrol's going to go up through the roof again. And I see smoke. And it's over the Middle East. And it's got something to do with that. Is it Carg Island or Carg Island? There's going to be problems there. And then I'm saying Donald Trump's face. There's going to be some problems, okay? And this smoke, something's going to get blown up. Something's going to happen. And it's going to be the start of everything falling. So then I see people trapped again, and they're trapped in airports. Okay. I'm seeing Elon Musk. What am I seeing here? He's walking down a corridor, and it looks quite futuristic. What am I saying? And he's with some official people. He knows more what's going on. He knows what's happening. So does Trump. They all know it. See, this has been planned for a very long time, and this has been going on for a very long time to do with the human trafficking and all of this type of thing, and buying and selling of illegal immigrants. I mean, I'm telling you, it's all going to come out here. It's a massive business. I'm getting that scene, which I don't really like, but I've got to say it, and it's kill two birds with one stone. So there's something else that they're up to as well. There's something else. They're making money by getting them in, but there's an agenda why they're getting all the fighting people in. It's quite heavy, so wait a minute. So we've got different volcanoes and earthquakes still happening, and some of this stuff is natural, what's happening. I'm very drawn to Yellowstone, by the way, guys. And I feel there's something a bit weird there. But somewhere near there, I'm getting like an earthquake feeling or something. I don't know if it's fires. There's something else near Yellowstone where there could be problems. I've just seen Biden's face. He's coming in really strong. So I don't know if there's going to be some big news with President Biden. So possibly watch for that. And what's happening with Mitch McConnell? Has anybody found out what's happened with him? Because that looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Is he not... Is he still in this hospital or something? Because something's not quite right with that either. Okay. The Great Escape. It's going to be all across the internet. It's going to be all across the news channels. Don't know what that means. The Great Escape. Could you imagine if Andrew Tate and his brother just escaped? That would be weird, wouldn't it? The Great Escape. There's something there. I don't know what that means, but just remember that. Okay. Then they're showing us like a woman's prison, and I'm getting like yeah, I used to like watching, was it Prisoner Cell Block H, and then there was the other one, was it called Orange or something? I used to like watching that as well. Maybe there's going to be something to do with a prison, and there's going to be a great escape, and it's round about that time there's going to be some big things going to be going off at the same time. So there's oil, what's going to go through the roof. And this is all going to happen just before everything crashes. And I've talked about this before, where everything goes down, and then it's at that point they're going to switch everything over into this new sort of technology and bring us up to date to where we need to be. Okay. I'm drawn, I see little kiddies, you know, and I have a feeling it's like a UK energy, but it could be the States as well, or anywhere. And it's got something to do with a child illness or something, or a child, you know, you get measles. I don't know if it's a measles outbreak or something they're going to be talking about, but watch for something like that coming out there. I mean, I'm not into all the vaccines and everything, you know what I mean? I think they push too much of the vaccines into the little ones, you know what I mean? But there's a little baby now, they have like 5 in one injection, don't they? But there's going to be something coming out there about something, so watch for that. I'm also very drawn to a nursery school or a little baba school with the little ones, infants. I don't know why. Maybe there's some big news coming out there as well. I see a woman and she looks like a convict. She looks like it's somebody's trying to catch. Oh, have you seen this woman? And she's got bright red flaming hair. She looks a bit scary actually. But she's like on a poster. So I don't know what that is. So just watch for that. Okay. There's a big... It's a massive... It's all part of the Matrix. The whole thing is. Brexit was. Everything was. Okay. And I've mentioned this before and I'm getting it again. The Hong Kong Brexit connection. There's something to come out about all of this. Because Hong Kong was connected with Britain. Then all of a sudden Hong Kong went back to China. And I don't believe that the people in Hong Kong wanted that. Did the British government let them down? Was there a signing over again? Buying and selling people again? Just like mass cattle. There's something to come out there to do with Brexit. Was it just before Brexit when all the protests in Hong Kong? There's something to come out. But that, mind you, that's linked to the Tory party. Mind you, they're all tarred with the same brush. So there you go. Do you know what I mean? They're all the same. So recently we've had, is it Andy Howe? The Newcastle, I'm just jumping, this is something completely different, it's about football. But Andy Howe has stepped down as Newcastle United manager. And it's quite a shock. I don't know if there's any Geordies watching this in the audience, you know what I mean? But there's something to come out about that. And again, you know how they buy and sell footballers and they pay a lot of money for footballers and clubs, and it's a big business. So is human trafficking. It's all connected. Is it Eddie? Hey, what am I like? Honestly, sorry. My brother will be like going because he's a massive Newcastle fan. Eddie Howe, yeah. But why did he step down? He was so popular. He was so popular. It is. It's exactly the same bird, different wing. Exactly. Okay. So I'm just seeing checks being signed and, well, not literal checks, but I don't know if they're actually using, they're not using money, they're using something else. But they're making money from it. They're definitely, it's all underground stuff what's going on. Okay. So when you had a lot of illegal immigrants, they were at the borders, and I think they had let them out of a van, and there was a French, somebody in authority was checking them off as he was letting them off, just letting them out of the van so they could go onto their dinghies and come over. It's really weird what's going on at the minute, really, really weird. So we're not getting the whole picture. And then not to mention the people who are dying, it's dangerous. It's actually dangerous, you know what I mean? So we really are in a bit of a messy world at the moment, and I definitely feel as we come into this new earth, after when everything changes and then we're going to go all digital, everything's going to be, they're tracking one now, but they're going to be more out about it. They're going to come out more about it. That's when I feel that they're going to start stepping forward about the mark of the beast or something what's going to come into play, and some people are going to take it. They really, really are. But at the minute, we're looking at the Matrix fighting for its life, and you've got puppet masters in that, and some of them are so steeped in it, do you know what I mean? And they're like fighting to stay alive, really, or to stay in control. But they're all going to fall. They really, really all are going to fall. So according to Violet Green here, Naples has just had a 4.7 earthquake. That's Italy, isn't it? Is that Italy, Naples? Mother Nature is very, very pissed. Let's see if we can get back in connection with her again. I've got Margaret Thatcher coming back in again. Okay, she's now standing next to the Queen Elizabeth II in spirit. I'm not so sure if them two got on, but they're coming through together. And apparently there's going to be coronation time. There's going to be changes. I don't know if he's going to step down, Charles, and William's going to be crowned. But there's a lot to happen. There's a hell of a lot to happen. Two big names to come down in Hollywood. And I don't know why I'm getting the letter J as well. That's coming through really, really strong. More stuff to kick off to do with around Ukraine and Russia. And I feel like I'm going into like a bay. I don't know if it's near the Black Sea. There's going to be more problems there. It's the people who are getting hurt. It's the people. So there will be distractions as everything starts to unfold. I still feel that they're rescuing children to this day. I still feel that. Wait, I'm going back to Elon Musk. He's walking through the corridor. Right, so he's playing a part to help to bring in this new technology. The more I look at this, I don't know if he's fully human, but there's something. He's playing a part to bring in this new technology. So the new technology, what they've held back from her, and it's always been about greed while they've held it back, but now they have to bring her up to date. There's going to be Harrods. I'm getting Harrods in London. There's going to be some big news coming in with Harrods. Oh my God, it's not. So then I'm seeing Dodie coming forward with Princess Di. So Dodie's father owned Harrods, is that right? or played some connection with Harrods. The establishment what killed her. The establishment what's running the United Kingdom, what Anne was going to reveal. She had information. Oh my God. My God. Are you happy, Diana? Dreadfully worried about my children. Dreadfully worried about the boys. Harry will come back to the United Kingdom. England is in his bones. He's not happy. Just saying he's not happy. There's something not quite right with the relationship. Okay, the establishment would also cut Harry off. William and Harry will become one again. This is what you're saying. Blood brothers. Harry's always had the Spencer spark. He loves William so much. Okay. So she showed me that there was a baby that she was carrying, and they wanted her out of the way. She was digging into too much stuff, and it wasn't the done thing for the establishment. It's awful, this, like that a Muslim baby should be born by a princess. They wanted her out of the way. It was planned. I was getting that song again. Blinded by the lights, I can see do. And that's the video, isn't it? Weekend, when he's driving the car really, really fast. There's something there going to happen again to do with another car. He's really in pain. She's saying he's really in pain and he needs to come home. Charles has to let him come home and have his protection. It's the establishment what's running even the royal family, not the royal family. The royal family is not running the UK. The hidden establishment is. Society is not what you think it is. They are reptilians. She's saying this. They are running the show. They are running the country. Okay. Charles and Camilla will step down. William will become king and Catherine will be the new queen. What's it like in spirit, Diana? It's beautiful. You go back to love. You go back to where you belong. The love is so strong. You heal. I don't have to pretend anymore. I am happy. I just miss my boys so much. it's like she's saying she always felt like a fish out of water. She didn't feel like she belonged there. But she said she had quite an unhappy life. She had a lot of problems. And when she met Dodie, it was like everything just stopped in time. And she found the love, she found what she wanted. She found her soulmate. She became alive for the first time. And the only other times that she felt alive was when she held her babies, when she had her babies. Yes, I may have been the fairy tale princess with the dresses and the maids, but she said it's nothing to what I had with Dodie. And you take your feelings with you. You're the same 5 minutes before death to when you go over. It doesn't change your personality. And she carries a lot of guilt for not being there for her boys, even though they took her out. They took me out. It was planned. Okay. Somebody in the UK pulled the trigger on that, and there was a phone call made. She made a phone call to the UK before she left that hotel with them swing doors to get into the car. It was planned. And it was the establishment working with whatever's going on over in France with their establishment, and they planned that. That was planned. Okay. She's happy, and she's been dancing with Michael Jackson again. She's happy now. And she has a daughter in spirit with her. She has no regrets. She has no regrets. Charles is not a bad man. He just fell in love with another woman. And the establishment was ruling the royal family at the time. Now you don't have to be royal to marry a king or a queen. Catherine's not. Meghan wasn't. Or isn't. Even though she thinks she is. There's something going to happen there with Harry, and I can see him returning to the UK. Watch that. Watch for that. She's just coming in there. Okay. Just leaving now. The love grows on. The little bit of love, I've had this before, that we feel or we have on the earth plane is a minuscule of what is out there in the heavens when you go back to God and you go back to God's source. It's so beautiful. Great change to come. There is a scrambled timeline where they are trying to hurt William and Kate. She is protecting them. She is protecting them. A mother's love does not stop. It is the strongest love throughout the galaxies. A mother's love does not stop, even in death. a mother will worry. Thank you, Diana. So evil's still at play, and I think evil's very much unleashed, and it's playing on different avatars. You know, some people are born into it, some people are just literally born evil, and some people are just, they have interceptions, you know, they have overlays, they have attachments. It's a free will world. This is school, and then we go home. But what a time to be alive. There's an opening here. I just need a little drink here, and then I think we're going to come in here with David Wilcock. Is there anything more that I can get? There's a new system about to take place. The gold will go massively up in price, but it will drop at the same time the oil rises. The gold, just after the gold will drop. That's the time to buy. Then everything's just going to go down. And it could be an internet outrage, and everything is just going to go down. Power cuts. We need to prep. We need to be aware. Okay. Praise the Lord, okay? That's right, Sue. That's what we need. Unfortunately, it's school where we are, so you've got everybody's here. Satan's children as well as God's children. It is manic at the moment. And there's going to be, because of the strange alignments with the planets this month, I wouldn't be surprised if there's big news coming in around the White House or other things. I'm just trying to see what I can see on the Tate brothers. It's not good, like. Okay. There's something weird going to happen with them, and there's a few different timelines there, but one of them is that they could fight their way out of the UK thing. That's one of the timelines, but then they're going to be lifted up in Romania. But on the way there, something could happen to them. That's one of the timelines. Then I'm getting another timeline when something could happen to Andrew in prison. So there's loads of different timelines there. You know, I've talked about this scrambled reality. And much as this what pains us to say, because I'm not keen on them. I don't like the way they treat women. At the same time, I do think that some of this has been put together to bring them down. Some of it has. It's been made to look worse than what it is, but I do think that they're going to be found guilty on things. But there's something weird about the whole thing, and I don't know if they're going to escape or something. It's not going to end the way we think it's going to end with them too. Put it that way. Very, very weird. Very weird. Okay. I see 2 white doves flying over the United States of America. And I don't know why I'm saying, what's he called? Is it Rubio? What's he called? I'm seeing his face. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Right, so I'm starting to remote view now. I'm going to ask the angels to come in to give with the true answer. So what I would like you all to do, I would like you to, if you want to participate or just listen, right? You're safe. But if you want to participate, just give us a thumbs up. And for the rest, just sit and watch. So basically, I want you all to get relaxed. And we're going to do some remote viewing, okay? Doves are good, yeah, to do with peace. There's going to be some problems there with Fauci, and I see him definitely going down, yeah. Marco Rubio, yeah. I'm being shown his face really, really strong. They're giving us the 4th as well, or the 5th, so watch for that. Okay. So what I want you to do is, I want you to imagine that we're all standing in a huge, sort of a dim room. It's sort of white. It's got like, I wouldn't say it's grey white, but because it's a little bit dim. But ahead of where we've got all this light, okay? And I want you to imagine that you are standing there. Now you're still going to be aware that you're in your homes, okay? And you're standing there. And you're working with your higher self. Remember that, okay? And be aware of what's on your feet and how you feel. And it's quite cool in this place. Right, so I'm going to count back from 10 to 1 in a minute, and then I'm going to guide you through it, okay? May peace be with you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, so you're still going to be aware. You may want to shut your eyes for this. So I'm going to guide you through. We're going to go and have a look to see what's going on with CERN, okay? So remember, you're very safe. Now, you don't have to participate with this. If you don't want to, you can just sit and listen. All right? Remember, we are multidimensional beings, and we are capable of a lot more than what we know. And you are all protected by the blood of Jesus Christ. Amen. So I can see you standing in this big, dark, light sort of space. It's when I'm saying dark and light, it's dim, but it's a big white room. And I'm coming in to greet you all, and I can see all your legs, and I can see you all. You're standing there. Tanikatoa, I will show you my people. Tanikatoa, I will show you my people. Tanikatoa, I will show you my people. Okay, so this is about us using a part of our brain, and we are visually going to get all together, and I want you to greet each other. I can see some of you there that I recognise. And some of you are going to resist with this and thinking, oh, it's just my imagination, this can't be happening. Right, I'm bringing David Wilcock in now. He's coming in, he's coming through. Can you see him? He's coming in from the light there. Good evening, David. How are you doing? I'm fine, guys. He's like, I'm fine, guys. I've come here to take us through. Oh my God. So some of you may see me dressed like I am now, or you might see us dressed differently. You might just sense us there. Give us a thumbs up or a 5-5 if any of you can see this situation. And we are standing in it. It looks like a great big sort of open hangar. Like a massive open hangar. Yeah, I can see you, Maggie. Oh, you're going up and giving David a hug. Can you see David? David, was he very tall? Because I see him as really tall. Oh, but he's like, I know he was slim, wasn't he? But he's like really strong. I'm giving him a hug. Oh, you're not going to believe this. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. I'm also seeing Bruce from Bruce Sees all. Sorry, I'm getting upset here. So my friend Bruce, who had the channel Bruce Sees all, he passed over suddenly as well. And can anybody see Bruce? Because Bruce is coming through as well. I'm going to use this as an amplifier in a minute. Yeah? Okay. So what we're going to do is, there's loads of yous there. Some of yous are chattering on, chattering to yourself. So we're working with our higher self, okay? And we are going to follow David, and he's going to take we to CERN. This is about trust, okay? So you've got nothing to feel afraid of. You're all very, very safe. He's going to take we through a timeline to get there. There's a shortcut. So we're standing in this great big space, and above ahead of it is the light where David came in from, and Bruce. And David and Bruce is going, look to the right. If you're standing facing the light, look to the right and you'll see like a round sort of, it looks like a tube, and it's a corridor, okay? And it looks like it's got hieroglyphics on the side, but it's not, it's just all cordons. Can you see this? And we're going to walk through there. It's a corridor. Artwork. Why is somebody turned up with a white fluffy dog? We've got a white fluffy dog there. Has anybody brought their dog in? That is so cool. How you doing, David? He said, I'm fine. He's been looking forward to this, to take her through. He said his earth work has not stopped. He is still doing work in another timeline. And he says he is Edgar Cayce. He says that. He's healing. And the love is from God is helping him to heal. I'm missing you all, guys, but here tonight to help you all, to show you. And he loves so many on the earth plane, all his friends. He misses them all. He just wants to send love to them all. Okay. He's got his dog with him. Can anybody see that he's got a bigger dog coming through? Did he have dogs? Unless this is somebody else's dog, this smaller dog. But there's a bigger dog what's coming through with David as well. There's a couple of dogs, unless people have just brought their animals in with them. I think it's because the portal's open and we've got other spirits coming through there. It is. I've got somebody's mum here. Somebody's mum who's just passed and she just wants to say, I'm here. And she's shouting the name Margaret. I don't know if that means anything. Or Marie. Okay. And then somebody shouting in John. I'm John. a message for Carol or Caroline. Carol. Okay. I don't know if Marina's watching, but I've just seen Cooper running in there for you, Marina. Cooper gets about all over the place. All over the place. Animals are so loved and they're so protected. Okay, we're going to follow David now. For the ones who want to stay, they can stay. Or there's quite a good bunch of we are following David. So we're going through and it looks like windy. Like something that you would see, I would say the Hoppins, but it's not, you don't know what I mean. The fairground, us Geordies call them the fairgrounds, the Hoppins. We're going into the Hoppins. So it looks like you're going through some sort of strange, sort of like a Mad Hatter's tea party. We're going through like this strange tube, but it's actually, it's a corridor and it's rounded. And it's got like concrete flooring, white concrete flooring. Can people see that as we're walking through? And you haven't got to be afraid, but we're walking and it's quite cold in there. I feel that there's a lady there and she's handing out coats for her to put over her. The lady looks quite tall and beautiful, like what a Palladian being would look like. All right, we're walking through. We're getting to the end. Or we're at the end of where we need to be. And he's keying in something into this big metal door. And he's asking her to be quiet as we go through. Right. Right, we're coming into, like, it looks like a military base. And I would say that this dark slate colour on the wall as well as light colour in places. In strange shapes and colours telling me where to go to, which part where to go to. And we're going on straight ahead. We're following David. David's walking, looks like he's walking really fast. I think it's because he's got long legs. I'm running to keep up with him. There's a cute lady in the audience. And she's running next to David. And she's got like blondish, lightish hair. Who are you? Do you know who you are? I can see you there. And a couple of the men in the audience as well. Okay. Right, so we're coming out and it's all like steel. And there's a door to the right. And we're going down some stairs. And it goes all the way down. It looks like it's got a level all the way around, and that's where CERN is. It's sort of down. You have to go down. It's huge. So they've said they've shut it down, but it's still there. So there's sort of like a level of a metal platform, and then we can go down steps to get to other levels. Do you see what I mean? And we need to go down 3 levels. We're following David. Right, we're going to go through where we're going to be disguised. Okay, imagine, like Harry Potter, where he's got like the invisible cape. So he's handing with this energy to make our spirits sort of invisible as we're following him as we're going through. So cloak yourselves, please, guys. Okay. So we're at the edge, and there's other people there, and they've got suits on. They've got like great big masks over suits. They're covered up. Can you see this? And then they're going down, and it looks like they're going down in a strange sort of lift. They're going down to the next level, and it takes you out onto this level where everything's going on. Okay. The third level. That's what, something about the third level. There's a lot of people getting squashed into the lift. So what David's going to do is he's going to keep sending the lift up. We'll all wait for you. There's about 10 of us can squeeze into the lift, and then he's coming, sending the lift back up again. And some of you are so brave. Some of you are just pushing in with these official people because you're cloaked. It seems like you can naturally do it. Petra's the blonde girl. Oh yeah, you're like one of Charlie's Angels, aren't you? Okay, right. He's waiting for it. Oh, he's such a gentleman, David. He's such a gentleman. Right. Now, this is strange, and I don't know if this is Corey Good's higher self, because I think that they're soul brothers, them two, you know. Is that right, David? Corey's in a parallel, so Corey's there as well. Corey's there as well. So maybe Corey, because Corey's alive, maybe Corey's doing stuff in his astral sleep, or he's doing stuff that he unknown that he knows or he doesn't know, and he's helping David. That is really interesting. Remember, there's only certain things that we know on this world, in this plane, you know, on this plane. I do believe sometimes when we're going to sleep at night time, we're doing a lot more than we know. Okay, we're gathering everybody in. And then we're having to go through, it looks like we're going through this arch. But it's beeping as we're going through. But that's okay, because we're passing through with physical people, so they won't know that we're there. So just take your time and follow officials as we're going through. Okay. Oh, this is so weird. Right, okay. So now we are on another level. Can you see this? And you can actually walk around and look down. And as you look down, there's literally nothing. Is that right, David? Yes. So there's literally, well, this. I thought the Stargate was going to be that as you're walking through. It's actually down. And it's exactly like, oh, I'm going all funny. It's exactly like the underworld in Stranger Things. The upside down world. So we have an upside down world. That's what we have. So if you can walk around, right? For God's sake, don't jump over it, but just have a look and you'll see it's like swirling. It looks like space. And we've actually got these suits on as well, and we're looking at each other. Can you see this? I'm just going to talk, chanting some light language so you can sort of get into this, okay? Just all come together and hold each other's hands. So we're all around this big metal platform and we're looking down. I don't know why David is going over the ladders to go in, and I'm like, no, don't go in. Okay, so he's floating now. He says it's space. They've done something where they've gone into like a space sort of area. So David's floating. Okay. So as he's floating, there's like this light platform area where he's standing inside of the lip of it. He's been supported. It looks very clear, like this crystal energy. Okay. They're expecting something to come through. Okay. What looks like a capsule is starting to form out of the space area. Can anybody see that? And it's starting to open. Okay. Right, it's opening now. It's like a David's saying it's a time machine or something. It's like a time machine, and it's opening. And they're walking out, and that they're coming out onto a ramp, which is taking them out onto the out bit of the metal bit again. And then there's official people standing there greeting them. Give us a thumbs up if you can see what I can see. So there's tall beings. They're very, very tall. And they've got like long necks. And there's some smaller beings with them. And they seem pretty chatty, pretty friendly. It's exactly like Stargate, Yvonne, yes. David says we need to follow them. We've got to follow them. So gather around as we're standing around. David's coming off that crystal bit of the lip. And David's following, we're following these beings, which are following these official people. And we're going through another archway. Okay. So I see generals. I see secret military generals. And they're talking about stopping explosions, stopping it from happening. Working with there's intelligence working with highly advanced beings. I'm going right up to one of them, and I think you can see his, guys. And his nose is set back, and it comes right out like that. His eyes are quite close together. And he's doing that with his hand. He's like doing this strange thing with his hand. So David says, pretend you're just part of the military. Just go along with it. Anybody who is there, visualize that you are part of the military, because you are now looking at telepathic beings who can read your mind. We are walking through this arch and they are scanning hands as we are going in. But you can make that your hand matches their hands. Just visualize it. It's all about the power of mind. Okay, so there's a big operation going on in Antarctica. So the dark civilization, whichever way you want to call them, the deep state, whatever, are planning on taking out Europe. And they're trying to stop this. So Musk is working with the good guys. Right, so now David's got some sort of machine thing in his hand, it looks like a time machine. So they took, was Edgar Cayce connected with time travel? They've got the time travel devices back in their care, which were taken from the deep state. They've got them back in their care, and they are trying to manipulate time to put humanity into a good timeline. And there was dark individuals working within CERN who were trying to take out of a good timeline. So it's basically the Matrix thing, okay? And David's standing looking, and he's saying, look, look, look. And he's looking, and then there's this great big star ahead of her, and it's all flickering. It's going in and out, and it's like energy. It's a living being. And she's birthing. She's letting them all come in. And she's part of a crystal ship. But she's living. Some of these actual ships are living. Oh my God. So it's sort of like it's technology with a consciousness. Okay. Okay. Do we need to go back, David? David just wants you to look and see what you can see. So we are watching very, very highly advanced race of beings who are now working with intelligence to try to put us back on a good timeline. Will this work? Yes, he's saying yes, it will. David wants you to look down at all of your hands, and you'll see like a crystal energy of a bit like a smaller version of what's out there with that living star thing I was telling you about. And it's like 3D sort of star in your hand. and it's part of this technology. And tell us when you can see this in your hands. Give us a thumb up if you can see it. And what he wants you to do is just let it go. Put your wishes into earth, what you really, really want. This is what he wants you to do. If everything that you want for earth, and your family, and your future generations, and from mankind, everything good that you want for a happy, happy future. No war, no poverty, no starvation. Everybody's happy, everybody's... Put it all in, everything that you want, all your wishes. And when you're ready, let your stars off. And David's going to let the stars all go into this living, ascension being at this ship. Do it now. Nice and relaxed. You are now playing a part of putting out. We are playing a part. We are asking for help. And we are telling them what we want for Earth. Because we are the people. This is what David's saying. We are the people of Earth. And we are not going to stand for any nonsense anymore. This is our planet. And we want to save this planet from harm. And nothing but love and light will come to this planet. We are eradicating the evil tonight. Send your wishes, guys. Watch them float off and go into the big mothership. One of you is going up with the star. Come on back. David's pulling you back. It's like you're going up like helium. You've got to come back. Just watch it and watch the big mothership take in the love that yous are sending out. A fair world for everybody. No poverty, no slavery, no war, no hunger. Happy children, clean air, happy animals, work for everyone, everybody living together and loving together. We now want and demand, we as the people are now wanting new earth. Let it be. Now, out of the star is coming the most beautiful being. Can you see her, guys? She is Mother Gaia. She's got a long neck, beautiful eyes. She's got no hair. She's in like this white, long dress. She's putting her arms out. And she's putting her arms right out to us all. And sending us all love. And she's crying for the children of the sun and for the animals. She's saying, we will save together this planet. We are reclaiming back our power. And we will bring the technology to your planet. And no evil will stop this. You will get your med beds, your free energy, everything that you want. And she's waving. And now David's walking into the light with her. And Bruce looks like he's ready to go on like a safari. He's got like his cameras with him. Can you see him? And his telescope and that. And his guitar. He liked his singing. And he's sending a message out to his brother that he loves on the earth plane so much. She's going to take them back to heaven. The love is so pure. The love is so pure. When you go back home, you understand why you are here. And as Sue's put, this is our planet Earth. Godspeed, we the people together. Goodbye, David. It's so beautiful. I'm just chilling out. I'm healing. I'm having fun. They can't touch me anymore, Louise. They can't hurt me anymore. I'm back with love. I'm back with Gaia. All gather around. And when you are ready, wave to David, wave to Bruce. As they start to go into this beautiful star. Some of you are still letting your stars go off, that's fine. And we now have to go. Gather in, everybody. We've got to go back through that tunnel with the symbols on the walls. We've got to go back and start running through the tunnel. One of you is trying to go onto the ship with David. You're going to have to come with me now. Come on. We can go back another time. It's only a one-off that this has happened. Goodbye, David. The love is so pure. The love carries on. Now have to go. Everybody, all dogs, everybody, get you all the way through. We are running into the light. We are running back to the room. I'm going to count up from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All come back. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thou shalt be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, for we forgive those who trespass against us, and deliver us from all evil. The power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. We are now on a beach in the moonlight, and as we look up, we see the Star of David, and it's moving. And David's on there, on the starship, and wave. And Bruce, wave. And we're in the beautiful moonlight. And we're all hugging each other and crying. And some of you want to light a fire. Some of you want to go skinny dipping. And just chill. One guy's rolling a joint. Who are you? You're rolling a joint sitting on the beach. Have fun, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it tonight. If you want more, you'll have to comment on the link below. Stay grounded. Stay alert. Until the next time, may the force be with you all. I'm off to make a cup of tea. I enjoyed that. If you want more, you'll have to do. We'll do more. We could do another meditation one another night. Goodbye. God bless. Stay safe. Stay happy. And may the force be with you all. I think I will make a hot chocolate. Yeah. Have I got some chocolate bickies? Yeah. Unless Adam's eaten them. I did hide them. I think I've hidden them in a tin. Yes. I'll see you again soon. Now, how do I get out of here? I'll see you again soon. Good night. I'm blinded by the light. Do 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 do.